from the Tigers, Jack Martin, at his new club, and that's a very nice ball.
Forward, they're just all over it, and then they outspread them.
The ball.
Thumping handball inboard. Martin taken as he accepted the ball, got it to Walsh.
So the Blues doing it hard in so many ways.
Well,
They've had
thanks, Nathan.
much more of the football. We know that in this term. Richmond.
Fisher on the wing. Can the Blues sneak a late one? Good hands. He's been good, Martin.
Dusty.
And then sticks it low inside 50 and finds Murphy.
Be happy if the team ends up with a goal, but you're always a little disappointed when you've taken the grab and free kick goes the other way or goes to a team lead.
So he missed one in the opening half, but gets the opening goal of the second half. Actually, Walsh turns around and directs to Gibbons. Oh, that's great defence by Baker. Martin's been very impressive. Can he shake the tag? He does. Oh, that's one for the highlights reel.
He does look exciting, this bloke, playing on a good player. Just the speed, footwork, and also strength to get away and just be able to get that kick away.
One. Wide open is Martin. How does that happen? And on the left, he sits it into the square. Some nice ball movement, front on contact. McGovern wants to go quickly. Martin, as Bruce said, is the story tonight. He's got a couple in this quarter.
Richmond has set up well. Grimes was down the line for the long one, pulled it inboard. And then Jack Martin had worked hard to get inside 50 to have this shot at goal.
For his third in the term and get it back to 33 points. He looks really good.
At the Suns, you'd back him in from here, from what we've seen so far tonight. He missed his opening shot on goal, but he's kicked the last three. He's guided at home, and he's kicked 4 for the night. What a debut for him and the Blues. Casbolt's kicked a couple tonight. Kicks to full forward. Big play coming up. Going well, Martin. Cutting edge kick 2. Oh, that would have been big.
Good. Shovels it back to Martin, who's been unbelievable. Stands up in the tackle to Murphy. Murphy. Nunes off a step. What about this? It goes through.
It's the one here. He was caught there. That's holding the footy, but the strength through the hips got it off and set up this shot at goal.
Oven gets underneath it. Martin always dangerous. Bursts through his hands.
Hasn't got a lot to go too long. Spears the pass to Martin. Half volley superb. Showed his class. McGovern. Start got a possession. Murphy, the mongrel, it'll work. Martin on the double grabber.
Oh, by hand. Martin further across to McGovern. Back. Simpson, a warrior for this football club. To McGovern. Can he grab it? He can't. But Martin, look at this man go. Streams forward. Long ball towards Casbolt. And Big Levi takes a big grab.
That's why you recruit Jack Martin.
Great passage, wasn't it?
The class to rove, to be in the right position, to have the speed to break away, and then to pick the right option streaming forward on the wrong foot. That was a superb kick.
This is the best passage of play clearly for the day. Look at that. Beautifully read, but...
Petrevski-Seton, and here go the Blues on the rebound. Martin gets it to grips. Couple of big long steps. He could go all the way home. Doesn't. Goes to Eddie. He's mesmerised them. Looks at the Martin. Big moment this. They could take the lead.
Pushing it back.
Oh, go back.
Advantage.
Oh, and this advantage kick to Martin forward again. So Stewart missed his target. Jack Martin lending a hand in defence, and they fanned for him quickly here. Not the required. Duncan under pressure. Bad kick by Danger. Good for Martin.
Stay with him, thank you.
Straight down the spine. No one manning up on Pittonet. Hands it to Martin. Lace out to Mackay.
I don't care what you say. You've got to get the right people kicking the ball in this game. It makes such a difference. Cripps saw Pittonet in a little pocket of space, straight down the middle of the ground. And again, when Pittonet went to hand pass in the first term, it was Mark Murphy. This time it's Jack Martin. They're the right people to be distributing the footy. The first tackle, but the second one was just too good.
Well, the Blues have got an extra 2 players now up at the ball because Radigaluya gets a kick, but you can hardly count it. Stephen hasn't had a great first game for the Cats either. Ran for him, he ignored it. He heads toward Myers and Dangerfield. They collide. Martin comes up with the goods. That's brilliant.
Well, it's difficult to stop momentum at the best of times, but here's the Martin dispossession. He just kept his eye on the ball. Ball ricocheted off. Oh, I can't believe what I saw, Kingy.
At least try and mark it.
All right. Flicks it back to Jack Martin. Fisted away from Redmond and then hand slewed off the side of the boot.
And Mark Murphy's going to take it. Former skip, that's a beautiful looking kick. Great vision, great execution, and Jack Martin is well and truly capable from here. Jack Martin kicked 4 round 1 goals. He kicked them all in the third quarter. Turned that game on its head. They desperately need this one now. Jack Martin leans back, like it off the boot, and the Blues get a big goal.
Love seeing that
movement, taking the game on. Intrigued to see the way that Carlton play it. They've been a little stagnant at times, but this is better.
Martin trying to spot up someone on the lead, and he has. And this is Levi Casbolt. So Mr. 75% thereabouts. He's kicked 8 straight this year, a few out of bounds on the full, which I include. The official stats don't, Joe, but I do.
Back, so little wins and big wins for St Kilda so far.
At the moment, wouldn't want to get too much more ahead here, the Saints. Handball in the front, put his head over at Membry. Carlton, almost a throw.
Looking like he is king the target yet again.
It is indeed. Martin, we'd just like to see a few Blues goals now, just to tighten this up a little bit. Martin's kick out wide. And Crip, not only that, Crip had to get around another one. Now he goes short to Jack Martin, and Martin marks directly in front. So just a lapse in concentration there for the Saints.
I wonder whether the two of them pre-planned it. Jack could find some space off the back of it.
So here is Jack Martin. 15 gone. Bit of a hush in the crowd. Round 1, he kicked 4 goals in the third quarter. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. Well, here's the first of them.
Murphy just overran it. Gee, Geary, that was so good by Martin. He crashed into Geary and won the ball. Gibbons gets it out. Centerfield kicks his. Yes, he does. Kicks his second.
We have a look at Carlton in this third quarter. 19-3.
Curnow got away from Bontempelli. Blues inside 50 again, and Martin. Splendid grab. One paw, knocked it down. Gibbons again. Martin flicks it out. Nunes, dance step onto his right. Bontempelli nearly had him. Not nearly enough. Murphy. Setterfield. Top of the square. Martin. Awesome. How good was that?
Great call, Dwayne. It was a really clever kick coming in first and foremost from Setterfield because in the conditions. It just took the weight off at Setterfield.
It's a good mark at the back, though. He's a very clever player.
On a good opponent, too, in Easton Wood. You don't see that too often.
It's just handling the conditions just that little bit better. Look, a tiny bit more hungry on the inside, the Blues. It's a pretty simplistic game plan. Just get it forward when you can. Hit a target if it's there, but if not, just bang it to the dangerous spot.
Play on.
Got him.
Johannesson dragged down 360 by Martin. Allowed to go. Big pluck, but he couldn't quite hold it long enough. Caleb Daniel. What a genius move that was. And Nunes pumps it along to Martin.
Oh, he's good overhead.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome.
And not kick to the Bulldogs' defence was really clever.
So this kick to settle some nerves. To make it a 4-goal game, and he drills it. And the goal fest continues.
Blokes are starting to drop off, and the effort's just not there.
You can see Cordy and you can see Alex Keith. They're taken out of the play. This has been the story of the game, really. The Bulldogs.
Average Curnow, and Bailey Smith just continues to improve. He's going to drag these
taggers to limit his performance. This is kickable for Levi. He's turned himself into a hell of a player, and he's having a fantastic season. And the recruiting staff to pick up Martin, get him for nothing. He's been a generator again, and that's bending to perfection.
But they've been in the game. And sometimes that's all you can ask on nights like tonight when the ball's a bit slippery. But
Murphy, and now it's on Carlton's terms. As Martin gave it to the dash of Cunningham, and watch out, Jack Martin. There's 3 Carlton players who are goal side of their opponents. He waited for the best one to emerge, and then thought, I'll kick the goal anyway. Oh, they're hot, Carlton.
And that first release coming out of the Carlton defensive 50, and they're away. And you can just see the speed's a problem here. They can't go with them. Eddie Betts is causing problems. McGovern at speed, now Jack Martin. Even Harry McKay looks quick today. Brilliant counter-attack.
You're spot on, Key. It's their inability to have some support behind the football. So as soon as it gets through that first line of defence, it's one-on-ones in front of the football. That's their 4th inside 50 for the Blues for 4 straight goals. Making that a slow play. That's significant.
Now they're going to trust their aerial skills. Martin went hard for it. Amon didn't budge there. Martin, that's a terrific tackle. It's quite a battle through the middle. Martin, he's got Curnow on offer, but he had more ambitious targets in mind. And it was all under duress. Setterfield, what a touch it was. And now Martin. Kennedy had got clear more centrally.
So I thought they were actually going to square it up to Kennedy again, who'd pushed forward into the corridor.
Kept the ball moving, and they found themselves with some time and space forward of the ball. I was a little bit like you. I thought he was going to come inside to Kennedy.
Quick to do so many things.
Plowman just hanging on as Martin, and great
reward.
Get an update on Mitch McGovern in just a moment from Lynch. Here's Martin right near that, Carl.
Needed to be better with his technique.
Danger, and it grows and grows. And that forward pressure that the coaches love so much is going to result in a real shot for goal here.
It wasn't a great hand pass from Higgins to give, but also for Pollock to take it with his back to play. I mean, you've got no
play on the mark. Just trying to create a bit of havoc. But cool hand.
It's been a good player for him today, Jack Newnes. 13 possessions, a couple of goals.
Martin, but he drops the mark. It's tough going on all counts now. Martin back ready to wear one for the team. Curnow got Doherty going. He's been getting plenty of attention from opposition players of late. Martin was a target, so was Mackay. They both flew. Frost, did he take them on? He did.
That's a great start for Carlton. That'll be 50. There's a ruffle of the head. Not a big fan of that one.
No, neither am I. And it's interesting to see if it was Isaac Smith that gave away the free, because he's not normally one of those players. You would have probably thought James Sicily or someone like that would have given away the 50, but
Jack Martin puts it through, and that's 2 on the board. Question here, they've got to maintain their intensity, as we said, to capitalise on this strong start. Free kick going Carlton's way. Tegler up against Callum Moore this time. He got up nice and early, and Martin streams away impressively.
Those exit kicks shut off.
Martin found a way out. Good escape. Blues trying their darndest to get going and try and link up. It's handball chaining up now. It swoops, and the kick in an instant. They're deep. Kennedy, Martin. It took all of 14 seconds for the Blues to get a mark in front of goal.
And there still has to be a method in which they play. They can't be ballistic and just try and get as many scores from inside 50s as they possibly can. There still has to be a method in which they go forward.
So Jack Martin, his goal kicking this year hasn't always been as straight as it was just now when it's needed.
Because they're the #1 scoring team from intercepts so far this year, and they've got multiple avenues to...
Handball out once again. The Blues find a bit of space, and this is Martin right in front of the Carlton bench, and Jack Martin told to go, runs off the mark, wants to keep it near the boundary line to Kennedy.
Games played, Bruce Stool and Craig Bradley. About those names in front of him. Now the Blues just trying to patiently work their way through.
Yeah, by the first game, I've got some speed. We know he's got great endurance, Cottrell. but he's got speed as well. Cottrell ran the time.
Budrick gets it to Ellis, and then Ellis to Bowes. That's holding the ball. Setterfield got his hands on it, couldn't quite. Martin, prominent early. Gee, did he have it too long? No. In that back pocket, good kick. Gee, Martin up and about BT.
Yeah, looking good. And
string to his bow, isn't it, to Walsh. Penetrating, went quickly. Here's Martin. Powell on him.
Goes in, stepping back was Powell, picked up by Martin.
Curnow had to stretch, but he made it. And his little kick down the line. Martin just covers the ground so well, doesn't he? He is that sweet mover on the left. Doesn't matter for him. Eddie lurking and Casbolt.
The Suns.
His positioning was superb, wasn't it, yeah. Simpson? Martin, Murphy, back to Martin, and then Martin, lovely the left foot. Got it from Doherty, and then he spreads it wide. Martin and Ellis. Gee, don't you love that duck? I mean, kept his feet.
Much to do there for Corbett, too high. Ed Curnow, he just does what he has to do. Ed is such a pro. He's a pro the way he prepares. And
next option, Martin's providing the lead. Runs into the space. Good hands the first time and just let it go. Madgen tried to knock it away. Martin back to...
Walsh's kick wide, that's a good one. To Cripps, 5 handballs so far for Cripps. Martin got it over the back. Good kick to Mackay. Transition footy, one end to the other. Hard to do against the Pies.
We have a look at that kick by DeConing, and that's what all coaches are trying to get coming off half-back. The one on the 45, some coaches call it a bridge kick, but what it does is it allows your forwards to really spread hard off the back of it and gives them the full width of the ground to work in. So
go in that direction. Martin lost his feet. Madgen couldn't find the hand. Martin's pressure and response was really good. He is a big target, isn't he, with at full stretch to get the positioning right with the kick.
Huge. As Hodgie touched on it, it doesn't have to be dumped on his head. Just give him a chance. Keep to his advantage because he's reach.
Well to hold up against Maynard. Mackay, Martin over the top. Betts lurking, fending off. Clever, Fisher wrong side. No, he doesn't have a wrong side. Goal.
To try and balance it out in the stoppage and help around.
Well, Pitnet played for the free from the Pies. Cameron one, Meyer checked the other, but Blues again have got the answers at halfback. Jack Martin is about to pull the trigger on his left. Careful little kick. Jack Martin on the lead, will kick just on 50.
Almost Mackay. Sitting out the back was Ash. There is the man you spoke about, Richo Whitfield. Going to be run down. Magnificent Martin.
That is brilliant. What a start.
Right out, please. Jack, your kick. Right out, guys. Don't walk through the mark.
Actually didn't know he was there, did he?
No, he didn't. He had no awareness there. Lockie Whitfield.
Don't you love that from your small forwards, especially early in a game, make a defensive statement.
It sets the tone now.
Came from the blind spot.
Jack Martin for the perfect start for Carlton. Lots of talent involved in this package. That's brilliant.
As we say here, it was a great bit of forward pressure here, and Martin with that chase and pressure and tackle and a perfect finish from him. That's what Carlton didn't have last week against Collingwood. They got the ball inside 50, but they couldn't keep it in there and they couldn't have that pressure. Going back with the structures, Richo, you are...
Pitnet, Finlayson, down to Curnow. Clearing ball on the head of Martin. He's got to stand and deliver any action from the back. Big kick. That's going to be a goal. That is a monster kick. Or was it touched on the line? They're going to look at this. What a magnificent kick, though, to get anywhere near that.
Umpire's call is touch behind. Please confirm.
They've got to prove otherwise, and I don't think they can with that. I think the umpire is going to say contact there. The ball is in line with the post.
We can see the ball is clearly touched before crossing the back of the goal line. Decision on the scoreboard.
I'd say quickly get out of the way in no uncertain terms, Hodgie.
You've got to play your role, and Harry's on fire. So just get around him, and if he doesn't mark it, it's probably going to come to the front at the moment.
He wants to go, tempting, inside the corridor. Good opportunity, Martin. Handball away. Here they go. Paulson. Wiedering looking to find a set shot for Martin. Got it.
46th game at Metricon Stadium for Jack Martin, the former Swan. Or Levi.
Former son.
Momentum, so the body language will be great. They'll feel good about themselves. And they'll actually now start to believe, right, we've finally got ourselves up and running, got our game going, we can win the game.
It's a good mark by Martin under pressure. So Blues fans, Doherty with a 1-2. Good ball to Martin. This is Doherty to Martin. Right back off the mark. Williamson wants the switch. It hangs in the air, but hits Martin.
Good contest. Rich picked it up. Lester was dumped by a Martin tackle. Now Gibbons.
And the short kick in the wet, so they've surged it out. Nice mark there.
Had to be paid.
They get the next goal and put a bit of pressure on. Good tackle, Jack Martin. He went straight full-chested at McCluggage. And they played that deliberately. Jeez, that's harsh. Call mature. Slightly retarded, and now they've turned it over. Eddie Betts, he's got a target he likes forward. That's
Really, really good again.
Comes to Sam Walsh.
Superb career, wouldn't it? Can the Blues get something going? Nice tackle from Jack Martin.